Hello, everybody. This is our fourth class in the course of Science of Translation. So let me remind you that last class we learned how to analyze a text pre-translation. That is, before the translation, we need to do a lot of work. And this is what we call the analysis of the text. And there were many steps that we were expected to do. Now we need to look at something essential in the process of translation. And this is the use of the dictionary. Of course, a translator will never be a translator without a dictionary. But how do we use the dictionary? Is it just enough to open the dictionary and find the meaning of the word and that's it? Is that enough? Or are there other things to do? Well, surprise, it's not enough. It's not enough at all to just use the dictionary in a few seconds, look up the new word, and we get one meaning. This is not enough for the process of translation. It is important to use the dictionary professionally, in a professional manner. And if we do this, we are going to enrich our knowledge of both Arabic and English language, both languages. Right. There are certain steps to follow in order to use the dictionary professionally. Let's go through these steps together. Step number one. Now, of course, you should get first a good dictionary, a bilingual dictionary like English-Arabic, or the opposite as well, Arabic-English, in order to know the exact equivalent, accurate meaning. Exact, accurate, دقيق, equivalent, مساوي. So this is, of course, the first step. You do not guess. Do not guess the meanings of words. لا تخمين. Get a dictionary, look up the word. Okay? Because sometimes we come across words and we think we know the meaning. So you need to look up any new word in the dictionary in order to enrich your lexical stock, المخزون اللغوي. For example, when we say Ahmed has good common sense, now we all think that we know the meaning of common sense, and we do actually know the meaning. But how do we turn this into Arabic? So it depends on the context, السياق. Is it الفطنة? Is it الحصافة? Is it حسن البديهة? الكياسة? البديهة الحاضرة? What is it exactly? So you will find several meanings. You need to decide which one is better. Step two. Now, you need to know the correct pronunciation of this new word you are looking up in the dictionary. This is very important, especially if you aim or aspire to work as a simultaneous interpreter, مترجم فوري. So you have to know the correct pronunciation so that when you would hear the word, you know what it is. Generally speaking, and in most cases, the pronunciation of the new word is far different from the correct one. So step 2 is about the correct pronunciation. And this is your opportunity. If you are looking up a word in a dictionary, you can look at the pronunciation. Look at this example. How would you pronounce this word? It's E-W-E. How would you pronounce it? Okay. No, it's not Iwi. And it's not Yui. No, that's wrong. Here is the correct pronunciation. And you will find this in the dictionary. The correct pronunciation is you, which means a female sheep, naga. How about this? No, wrong. It's not Quay. No, it's not Quay. It's Ki or K. رصيف المينا. All the time you'll find these pronunciations in the dictionary. Each word is followed by the correct pronunciation. So try to get the correct pronunciation of the new word you are looking up in the dictionary. Step 3. You need to know the word family, like you know your family. So when you come across a new word, you should know whether it is a verb, a noun, an adjective. You need to know what this word is. And you should know the members of the same family. For example, you all know the noun error, right? Error. Because we get that a lot, error. It means a mistake. But very few of you know that the verb is to err, and the adjective is erroneous. So it's not enough to know error only. You should know the rest of the family. And also, you will find this in the dictionary, and any word you will look up, you will find between brackets, whether it's a noun or a verb or an adjective. You should also be very much aware of the existence of other different adjectives, the existence of other variant different adjectives or nouns belonging to the same root, نفس جذر الكلمة. And if there are different adjectives, for examples, for the same root, is there any difference in the meaning? Are there any semantic differences? For example, we have historic and historical. So what's the difference between those two words? And both are adjectives. There is also economic and economical. So you can say this is a historical event. حدث وقع في الماضي، في التاريخ السحيق. It's an event that happened in the past. But when you say this is a historic event, so you translate it as هذا حدث تاريخي. يعني it's an event that is very important in history. For example, the moon landing, الهبوط على سطح القمر. ده حدث تاريخي. Okay. بس لما أقول historical event, I'm referring to something that happened in the past. Okay. So this is the difference between historic and historical. This is also the difference between economic and economical, and so on and so forth. So when you come across the word economic, do not rush and translate it immediately. No. Go ahead to the dictionary, because you have to ask yourself, so what's the difference between economic and economical? Okay. Step number 4. Now you should know as many meanings and usages, استخدامات, as possible of the word in question, the word you are looking up in the dictionary. One of the problems most of the students know and remember one meaning of the word. And it's usually the first meaning of the word we have learned in school long time ago. So this is what we remember. So if I tell you, what's the meaning of run? You will immediately say, يجري. Of course, we know that. Run يعني يجري. But if you look at this, you will be surprised how many meanings of run there are. For example, a bus runs to Paris every hour. How will you translate that? أتوبيس يجري إلى باريس كل ساعة? No, that's funny, right? So here it means يسافر أو ينطلق أو بيقوم. The rebels tried to run weapons across the borders. Run weapons across the borders. المتمردين حاولوا يهربوا سلاح من الحدود. Tom ran a red light. Now this is very new. When you run a red light, يعني كسرت إشارة المرور. Mary ran an errand for her mother. ran an errand يعني عملت مشوار يذهب لقضاء حاجة. The bus ran a mile every 40 seconds. يقطع مسافة ميل كل 40 ثانية. The college runs computer courses every summer. Here it means بتنظم. كلية بتنظم كورسات كمبيوتر كل صيف. The fence runs around the garden. السور بيمتد حول الحديقة. He didn't know how to run the engine. ما عرفش يشغل المحرك. So see how many meanings for just one verb, and there are other meanings. So as I told you, usually we remember the first meaning we learned a long time ago, and we don't bother looking for other meanings. Here the dictionary becomes essential. Not only that, sometimes you get phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs, that is a verb followed by a preposition or an adverb. So you can run into your friend. قبله بالصدفة. You can run out of, let's say, salt. خلص. الملح خلص. I ran out of salt. And of course, all of us, we run out of money. Now, run over يخبط في حاجة, يصطدم بشيء. So this is what we call phrasal verbs. You will never know all this without a good dictionary. No way. You need a dictionary. Step 5. You need to understand the symbols of the dictionary, the technical terminology of the dictionary. And you will find this at the beginning, key to entries, okay? You will find the abbreviation and the meaning. Inside the dictionary itself, next to the word, to any word, you'll find the pronunciation of the word, the family, which member of the family that is it a verb, an adjective, or a noun, between brackets as well. And then sometimes you will find these terminology: form, SL, off, tab, arc. So form means formal, رسمي. SL means slang. يعني slang يعني not for, of course, not formal at all. Slang is very close to اللغة الدارجة, دارجة للغاية. لغة دارجة that you use with your very close friends. Offensive, off means offensive, يعني لا يليق، كلمة غير لائقة، فحذاري من استخدامها. تابو، احنا بنترجمها تابو ايضا باللغة العربية، اذا ايضا لابد ان يكون هناك حساسية في استخدام مثل هذه الكلمة المتبوعة بتاب. اركيك اللي هي اختصارها arc، يعني كلمة قديمة جدا، قديمة للغاية. So it's important to pay attention to these technical terms, because also you want to know when to use what. As we say in Arabic, لكل مقام مقال. So this knowledge makes you alert and aware of the correct usage of words. And of course, consequently, you will get the correct translation. For example, words like guys, hey buddy. You know, we hear this a lot in American movies, which means someone. These are slang expressions and should never be used in formal translation or a formal interview or a formal workplace. You cannot use this. The other part of this step also is what we call register. Now, when we know that this is slang and this is offensive and this is taboo, and this is formal, and this is funny. Sometimes you will come across this term in the dictionary, funny, or you're making fun of somebody. Now, this will make you aware of what we call register. Now, what is register? Register means a variety of language usage. So do not say variety of language and stop. No, 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 no. A variety of language usage. استخدامات متنوعة للغة. This is the meaning of register. اللي يتقال في العمل غير اللي يتقال في البيت، غير اللي يتقال في الشارع، غير اللي يتقال في التلفزيون. This is the meaning of register. اللي بيتقال في خناقة مثلا غير اللي بيتقال في صلح، صح؟ فكل حاجة لها الريجستر الخاص بها. So register means a variety of language usage defined according to its use in social situation. اللي بيحدد هو الموقف الاجتماعي. فممكن أقول a register of scientific, religious, formal English. ما أتكلم في حاجة scientific لها مفردات غير حاجة religious غير حاجة very formal. So register is part of step 5, and the professional use of the dictionary will help me to understand the register. For example, when you get a term like funny farm, immediately يقوم المترجم يترجمه بإيه؟ المزرعة المضحكة، مش كده؟ المزرعة المضحكة، صح كده؟ جميل. المزرعة المضحكة، فارم، مزرعة، فاني، مضحكة، مبهجة. طيب, if you open the dictionary, English, you'll find the following definition. Informal, أول حاجة قال لي and this is informal. In this word is informal. تاني حاجة قال لي humorous من باب الضحك، دي كلمة بتضحك. طيب, it's an expression meaning a psychiatric hospital that some people consider offensive. فبدل ما أقول psychiatric hospital أقول funny farm. بس ده very informal and humorous. طيب, أترجمها عربي إزاي؟ If you come across funny farm وأنا عرفت المعنى بتاعها، هل أترجمها في العربي مستشفى للأمراض النفسية؟ لا. Because in this way, if I do that, I will be changing the register. مش من حقي as a translator to change the register. So you can translate it as السرايا الصفراء. And what is strange in all this, in the informal Arabic, اللي هو السرايا الصفراء لأن دي informal برضو, convey the same connotations of the original funny farm. funny farm. الاثنين عندهم نفس الإفكت، إن دي حاجة فيها شيء بيضحك. And both are informal. So when you translate, do not change the register. Therefore, you should find the exact accurate equivalent. In order to do that, you need really to understand the word. So register, let me remind you, is part of step 5. Knowing the technical terminology of the dictionary. Step 6. One of the common mistakes resulting from the incorrect or unprofessional use of the dictionary is the use of the wrong preposition with the word. See, all those steps are telling you one thing. The dictionary is not only for meaning. The dictionary helps you with many other things. It helps you with the pronunciation, with the register, with the context, with the different meanings of the word. And it helps you with prepositions. So you should know the preposition used with the word you are looking up. Whether this word is an adjective, a verb, a noun. For example, when you look up a word like boycott, this is the noun, okay? And هنلاقي معناها المقاطعة، بنقاطع حاجة. Now you should know that this noun can be used with of or on or against. مقاطعة ضد، okay, أو مقاطعة كذا. So you have 3 prepositions. So it's not just the meaning المقاطعة and that's it. وأقفل الديكشنري وأقوم. No, 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 no. And that's the problem. Why do we have a problem with prepositions all the time? Why do we have a problem with حروف الجر طول الوقت? Because you know what? We think in Arabic. We keep thinking in Arabic. And then we write that in English. So contribute, for example, the word contribute. Somebody he contributed, this person contributed a lot to our building. هذا الشخص ساهم كثيرا في المبنى الخاص بنا. Okay. In Arabic we say يساهم في. So people tend to add in, contribute in. No, no, no. There is no preposition here. There is no preposition like in. It's contribute to. In Arabic we say يساهم في. الترجمة ما بتحصلش كده خالص. If you keep thinking in Arabic, you will end up inventing a new language. بتألفوا لغة جديدة. So do not think in Arabic. Check the dictionary. Contribute to, not in. Another example. It's always take revenge on. Someone is taking revenge on someone else. شخص ينتقم من شخص. What happens when we translate this? When we write it, we think in Arabic ينتقم من, take revenge from. No, it's not from, it's on. It's on. Another common mistake. All the time you keep saying, and the teacher emphasized on unit 4, أكدت على, because you're thinking in Arabic. No, there is nothing like that. يؤكد على. No, no. The teacher emphasized the importance of unit 3 or 2. Okay. But ما فيش on. Okay. Step 7. Now, when you look up a new word in an English dictionary, you have to know the idiomatic expressions, idioms, all the idioms. And I'm sure you know the idioms. And you keep memorizing the idioms. And the sayings like proverbs وأمثال وأقوال وحاجات كده. So once you look in the dictionary, go on, read. Find all the idiomatic expressions related to this word. Of course, idiom is the noun, idiomatic is the adjective. Because if you do not do this, you're losing a lot of useful expressions. Now, let's take a common word like dog. Of course, you know what a dog is, right? Definitely you know what a dog is. But when you look at all the idiomatic expressions related to the word dog, you will be surprised. And by the way, these are just some of the idiomatic expressions related to dog. Kamil leads a dog's life. يعني حياته صعبة تتسم بالشظف. Huda was dressed up like a dog's dinner. ترتدي ملابس غالية لا تتناسب مع بساطة المناسبة. Every dog has its day. لكل منا يوم سعد. No. He doesn't have a dog's chance. ليس لديه أدنى أمل. Advertising is a dog-eat-dog business. A dog-eat-dog business. الإعلان، الدعاية والإعلان عمل تغلب عليه روح التطاحن والمنافسة. dog-eat-dog business. شوفوا الترجمة إزاي؟ There is this saying that makes everybody laugh. It is raining cats and dogs. يعني it's raining heavily. تمطر بغزارة. You can just say about somebody that he or she is putting on the dog. مدعي، شخص مدعي. Or you can say, this TV is a dog. Which means this is يعني ده تلفزيون سيء الصنع، الخامات رديئة جدا. Our company is going to the dogs. شركتنا على حافة الهاوية، على وشك الانهيار. Or let sleeping dogs lie. بنترجمها بالعربي الفتنة نائمة لعن الله من أيقظها. ده المقابل في اللغة العربية. He's leading a life of cats and dogs. حياته كلها اضطرابات ومشاكل. These are the dog days of summer. أشد الأيام حرارة. He read a book about the dog star. And of course, you have to notice that dog star are both written in capital letters because this is the name of النجم الشهير جدا الشعراء اليمانية. Dog star. So see how many expressions are related to dog. Not a single translation of these used the word كلب. because these are all idiomatic expressions that you will never know without consulting a dictionary. And this is what we mean by the professional use of the dictionary. Step 8, and this is the last step. You should be familiar with the dictionary meaning of common prefixes and suffixes. So prefix means at the beginning of the word, suffix means a syllable at the end of the word. You remember the word, for example, pre-translation, okay? So pre, remember pre يعني مقطع في بداية الكلمة. Because your knowledge of these will enable you to coin new words. For example, if you know the meaning of anti, يعني ضد, in anti-war attitude, موقف مناهض للحرب, you can produce the opposite. Pro-war attitude. So common prefixes and suffixes include post, pre, pro, anti, re, this, and at the end, less, ness, etc. So this is about the professional use of the dictionary, and let's try to remember and wrap up. Okay, so if we need to wrap up the professional use of a dictionary, I think throughout the 8 steps, you have seen how important that is. It's essential for your career as a translator. Do not check a new word and run. Stay, sit, make time for the dictionary. Familiarize yourself with the dictionary. Get to know the family members of any new word. Find the correct pronunciation. Do not change the registers. Learn all idiomatic expressions related to this word as much as you can. Of course, do not memorize, but you have to keep on mind that this word has several idiomatic expressions. So when you know that, you can go back and check them. Prepositions, prefixes, and suffixes are important. Think, and this is my advice for you, think through an English dictionary first to avoid thinking in Arabic. And of course, all the time, you need to assume that any word in the dictionary has more than one meaning. We just know one meaning, but it has more than one meaning. So dictionaries are precious and essential, okay? And this is a skill that you can develop. You know, reading a dictionary and reading the terminology and understanding the place of this word is a skill. It's not just let's check the B letter or where is the S letter. No, it's more than that. And as you can see, there are hundreds of dictionaries in the world. The very famous ones are Oxford, Longman, Cambridge, and Merriam-Webster, and also there is Collins. Now, the good news is all these dictionaries are now available online. And it gives you everything about the word. It gives you the life story of the word. And there is also this option of listening to the pronunciation of the word. See, this is one of the advantages of the internet. So you can listen to the pronunciation of the word if you want to. So I advise you very much to reconsider the way you have been using dictionaries, because as translators, you really need to use a dictionary professionally and creatively. Thank you very much, and we'll meet next class in our last lecture.